Shiva, the ascetic, had become a householder after marrying Parvati. Though he was devoted to his family, his ways had not changed, and it upset Parvati enormously that he did not provide for his children. They went hungry often, and Parvati would fight with Shiva about his indifference to their plight. Kuber, the stepbrother of Ravana, had always been an ardent devotee of Shiva. In fact, after Ravana took over Lanka, Kuber had built another city called Alanka near Kailash. Now he watched the proceedings and felt sorry for his lord. One day he visited Parvati and offered to feed Ganesha at his own house. Parvati's face flushed with humiliation, but Shiva did not notice anything wrong. After all, it was a devotee who was willing to feed his lord. Ganesha was delighted at the prospect of a good meal, and Parvati eventually allowed him to go. Kuber ordered an enormous meal for Ganesha. It was wolfed down in no time, and Ganesha asked for more. He attacked his second helping with enthusiasm and again asked for more. This went on till they had run out of supplies in the kitchen and even in the palace storehouse. Kuber was not to be outdone though. He spent vast amounts of money and had food delivered from all the corners of the world. Ganesha ate it all and still he asked for more. Soon Kuber had emptied all his tree and he was in tears. "Oh," said Ganesha, beaming in a wide grin, "this is just like my father's house." He couldn't even tell Ganesha that he had nothing more to offer. Moreover, it would have hurt his pride and ego. In order to save himself from the insult of not being worthy of feeding a little boy, Kuber reached out to Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati for help. Knowing fully that Kuber's pride was royally crushed by their son Ganesha, Ma Parvati handed over a fistful of rice to the god of wealth and asked him to feed their son. Kuber, who had realized his folly, gave the fistful of rice to Ganesha, and after eating it, the latter's hunger got satisfied.
Thus, Ganesha made Kuber realize that no amount of wealth can satisfy one's hunger if it is offered with pride and ego. If he had organized the feast with an intention of feeding people out of compassion and love, he could have won the blessings of all. This tale of Ganesha and Kuber teaches us one of the very basic principles of life. It teaches us to remain humble and grounded even after we become wealthy, because wealth only defines our financial status in the society, but not our character. Thank you.